So Pittsburgh, how are you tonight? But really, how are you doing tonight, right? How many in this room are stressed out, overwhelmed? How many of you feel like you are spinning your wheels and just not getting anywhere, right? How many of you are like, look, I just came because I heard there was drinks, right? Oh yeah, my HR people, I see you. All right, but when I come to you one-on-one and I ask you, how are you doing? How many of you give me the response of, I'm good, I'm fine, right? You guys seen this meme? Everything's on fire, but it's okay, we're good, right? This is toxic positivity at its finest, and it's a hard lesson I learned in the oil and gas field industry. When I got into the oil and gas field industry, I was told that these drill rigs run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and if I wanted to be successful, I had to be on call 24/7. That's dang near impossible. I had anxiety, I was burned out, I didn't sleep, it was awful. But if you asked me, I'm good, I'm fine, I got this, right? Why was I like that? I didn't want to be the weak woman in a male-dominated industry. I didn't want to be the one that was the weak link and couldn't keep up with the big dogs, right? So I just kept up this facade, and it was exhausting. Not only was the job hard with all the demands, but the actual keeping up the fake facade, being positive all the time was completely draining. Forget burnout, I was melting down, all right? I hit the wall. And eventually, I had enough. All the demands of the job, being on call, pretending I was okay when I wasn't, I decided to leave the oil and gas field industry. I studied everything I could on health and wellness and nutrition and positive psychology. And I finally found I can fight fire with fire. I can beat burnout with a simple acronym, B.U.R.N. You guys ready to learn it? All right, number 1, be authentic. That means taking your mask off first. The next time you walk past somebody in the hallway or they come to you and they say, hey, how you doing today? Be honest, I'm exhausted. I was up till 2 a.m. helping my kid with their science fair project, and no coffee on earth is going to get me through today's meetings, right? What you find is when you take your mask off, they start to take theirs off, and they'll reach out and they'll empathize with that. I've been there. I know what that's like. Or, you know what, I'm tired today too. I was up late binge watching Netflix or working on a project. Now we're getting real, right? This isn't a complaining and moaning and whining session. This is being honest. We're human. We have good days and we have bad days. Once we start to remove those masks and we're being authentic, then we as leaders need to understand the situation. What's going on? What's at the root cause of this? You got to ask a lot of questions. What's causing this situation right now? Is it something in the workplace? Maybe coworkers, a leader? Is this something going on in the personal life? Is they dealing with a difficult situation at home? Is their situation energizing them? Is it making them feel great? They can take on the world, they can do anything. Or is this situation draining them and they feel like they're about to hit the wall? What is going on? It's our job to ask the questions so that we have a firm grasp of the understanding of this situation. Once we understand the situation, we can begin then to recognize the needs. Is this a person that got every green light on the way to work and is feeling on top of the world? Maybe this is the day you give them that hard project, that difficult client, or you talk to them about that performance evaluation that wasn't so good. Maybe this is a person that got a terrible medical diagnosis. And what they really need right now is empathy. They need support, or they need to just let you go home for a half day, and I'm going to deal with this personal situation and come back tomorrow a little more refreshed and renewed. From there, we're going to nurture their growth. It's found that people who have a growth mindset have a higher mental resiliency to stress and burnout. You can move people into a growth mindset by putting them on the learner's path. How? Ask lots of questions. Ask them, what skills do you have? What skills do you need? What support do you have? What's another way to look at the situation? What are 3 options you have right now? How can I or this organization support you in this situation? Ask the right questions and then continue to stoke this fire. This is something that's going to keep burning. You're going to continue to be authentic. You're going to continue to understand the situation, recognize those needs, and nurture growth by asking the right open-ended questions. So I'm going to ask you again, and I want you to take the first step to being authentic. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you very much.